7,820. It's a pretty typical number. Any guesses what it stands for? Some of you might guess that it's the number of jelly beans in a really big jar. Or maybe the number of stripes on a zebra. Unfortunately, it doesn't stand for any of those happier, fun things. 7,820. That's the number of homeless children in the state of Idaho. We all know children who are affected by homelessness and who are affected by other really serious negative situations, such as divorce, abuse, hunger, poverty. I've lived in Idaho for 20 years, and I've seen many of my friends and classmates go through those same experiences. I know you all have as well. The question is, how do we help them? An African proverb says, it takes a village to raise a child. In our case, it takes a community of generous, dedicated individuals who are willing to volunteer their time, effort, money, items to help those children in need. There is no reason why a child should go hungry or go without enough. So the question is, where do we go to help them? We should go to our local agencies. We have many of them throughout the area that know the needs of the people around us and who can help them. One of those agencies is the Idaho Falls Area Humanitarian Center. This organization is an interfaith organization, and it was developed because someone from that area saw a need, and they developed this organization to fill that need. What this group does is they produce a variety of items. They produce bereavement kits, they produce homeless mats, they produce kits full of school supplies, folders full of games for kindergarten and pre-kindergarten children. And working with over 100 other nonprofit organizations, they send them out. It goes all the way from Ashton to Pocatello. In 2017, this group produced over 59,167 items that went to help families and children who were in need. When we support organizations like this, when we support this organization, we can help many people who are in need. And some people have concerns, and they say that the family, the immediate and extended family, should be the ones providing this kind of support. Well, there are many reasons why families end up in situations where they need this kind of help. Some of it's through their own fault, some of it's not. But I know, we all know, that it's not a child's fault who their family is, and we cannot blame them or punish them for the mistakes of their family. Every child deserves to feel loved and to have the things that they need in order to succeed. There are also people who are concerned about a poverty cycle, about starting in people when we just give them things, then they'll stay that way forever and they'll constantly be asking for things. But that's not a concern when you work with the Humanitarian Center. They're not the first point of contact for many people. They go through other agencies. They're vetted. Their needs are established and prioritized. So they're getting exactly what they need at exactly the right time that they need it. So that the resources that go to the center can be utilized to the fullest, most efficient way possible. Another concern that people have, and one that I completely understand, is worrying that what we have won't be enough to make a difference. As a college student, I don't have a lot of extra funds. So what difference can that make? The Humanitarian Center has many other needs. It's completely volunteer-based. There's no paid staff workers. So they need volunteers to come in all the time to help produce these kits, to grow things, to help organize, to help deliver. They also require items for these kits: toothpaste, Ziploc bags, wet wipes, the list goes on and on. And they appreciate cash donations too, but there is something for everyone to give. And if we all give the little bit that we have, then we can make sure that everyone who has a need has enough. I want you to think back to a time in your life that was pretty difficult for you. Guaranteed there was someone there for you. Someone who listened. Someone who helped. Someone who gave you what you needed so that you could succeed. Now I want you to think about that child that you know. That family that you know. That is experiencing difficult times. That has a need. That you've wanted to help but maybe you haven't known how. Now I want you to think about Humanitarian Center. When we support the Humanitarian Center, we can fulfill the needs of those people that you just thought of. If we support positive organizations and agencies like this, we can change a child's life, which changes an entire world. I started with a number and I'd like to end with a number. The number 1. Because one person making one effort can change one life, which can change a world. I challenge you to make that one effort, to go one time to the Idaho Falls Area Humanitarian Center and volunteer for 1 hour. They're located at 1415 North Gate Mile in Idaho Falls. If we all donate a little, we can make a difference.